Hello again, Nissan Z car fans. So we're going to take a look at a model done up by Konami. This is the Fairlady Z, or also known as the 300ZX in the States at least. And this is the Z32 variation, or chassis, that was out between 1983 and 2001. But I guess this is specifically a 1989 version. So let's take a look here, because I'm not aware of a better 300Z out there. I kind of feel like that's an opening in the 1/64 scale market. Hot Wheels does one, but it's simply a Hot Wheels. It's not going to be as detailed, but it's also a fraction of the price. So let's take a look here. I did talk about this when I did my Hot Wheels review back on April 18th, 2021, so I'm not going to talk too much about this, other than saying, this is a brand new design over the last Z, and then it was designed by Isao Sono and Toshio Yamashita, and there was a V6 of naturally aspirated or turbocharged, twin turbocharged versions, and then it's a really successful car for Nissan. 160,000 of them are made, more than that actually, and that's it. Okay, so yeah, I'm noticing, like, this clearly has lights on the side. This has a depression on the side, but no printing indicating those turn signals. And then naturally, these wheels are just pitiful. Those are Konami, man. Those are some lame wheels. I mean, if there was air passing between the spokes, that'd be one thing, but they're just not. So this is actually reminds me of a TLB. Ah, boy. Okay, so the rear end here. I mean, it's got like the indications of two exhaust pipes. They're really thin, so I guess they couldn't do a better job than that. The rear end actually doesn't look that bad. It's just really the wheels are the main detractor, I think. Well, let's take a closer look here. So from the top view, though, it's actually quite nice. I mean, they got nice paint here on this clear plastic to show the little glass panels there. But they are definitely kind of lazy. They have molded in wiper blades, but they're not painted. They're just clear, so that's not very realistic. But this is nice. This is painted black. It's plastic. I don't know if it's part of this or not. Okay, so yeah, the interior's got great detail. I guess this is one of the few black interiors I can enjoy because there's just so much light getting into it, so you can see what's happening. Okay, boy. So this might require a wheel swap. We'll see about that. Nice orange paint in there. Orange paint. This is a flush door handle on the real car, so that seems accurate. This fuel filler door does seem a little bit small to me, though. Okay. I thought this was odd, but this is actually accurate. This is the bumper panel cut, and then the bumper itself has a groove going through it, so that is actually accurate. So yeah, this is a big problem. If there was some orange paint right there, it would have definitely looked more like the real car. It's nice to see some tiny grooves here, though. And some black here, and some black here, and some silver. Those lights, although this light seems to be off. It should be over there more. So then the headlight covers are clear plastic, but there's really no indication of any headlights behind it. But it's so shallow, I guess it wouldn't matter. You couldn't see them. Okay, pretty tight panel gaps though. It's not bad. Oh, never mind. This is a fuel filler on this side. So if this is the fuel filler, I'm guessing, maybe I'm wrong, what the heck is this thing? Or is this, or the question is, what the heck is that thing? One or the other. I don't know what it is. If anyone knows, please leave a comment. It's an interesting curiosity. Okay, so when was this made? I don't know. Most Konami say a year, but there's no sort of copyright here, so I'm not sure. But we got some treaded tires here, and they look like a standard Konami tires shared on most of their models. This press fit together, so doing a wheel swap might prove difficult. but these wheels are so ugly. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, so a little silver paint on these exhausts, blank white license plate, and then those taillights are alright. And actually, let's see about the text here. Yeah, Nissan Fairlady Z, 300ZX, and then printed taillights. So that's okay, I guess. Alright, so, let's first let it take a spin here with its Hot Wheels brethren, so you can compare the two. You can see, you know, how far off Hot Wheels made theirs to fit their racetracks. Alright, so Hot Wheels has got to be somewhere around 160 or maybe the high 150s scale. That's what I'm thinking of. I mean, it's a nice car for the price. It's great, but if you're going for accuracy, or if you're trying to keep it mixed in with your other 164 scale models, it's really not shouldn't be in that same display case as far as I'm concerned. But well, I did a 3D wheel swap on this. There's a video on this elsewhere. Okay, well, oh, I didn't realize this thing has no side windows, so that's pretty cool. So that really gives you a good view into the interior. Right? How about this side? Yeah, very nice. I like that. No side windows. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's think about a wheel swap. I bought a bunch of these Word C wheels here. You know, this brand here, Word C, you can find them online. They're sold everywhere, it seems. The thing is, they only come in one diameter wheel. Ah, boy. So it's an attractive wheel, but I'm actually kind of curious. Now, I'm curious how big these would be in real life, so I'm actually gonna take the tire off a little bit. I'm going to measure this thing, and then I'm going to multiply it by 64, and we'll see, at least in 1/64 scale, how big this rim would be. Okay, so alright, so this is 9 millimeters across. Where's my good calculator? So 9 times 64 is 576 divided by 25.4. So in 1/64, these would be 22-inch rims. So they're definitely huge, right? 22s. Although if you lived in Southern California, there's a good chance you would see a 300Z rolling on 22s. So we'll see if the model can handle it, though. Well, I think it would fit in the wheel well. It's gonna look really jacked up, though. So I tell you what, guys, give me some time here. I'm not gonna do it on camera. Well, I put the wheels on, and they're definitely huge. But then if you look at the photograph behind, some people actually do put some pretty huge wheels on 300Zs. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's kind of weird to me. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these wheels on. But I will talk about the original ones. So the original wheels here are kind of like how Kyosho did it a long time ago when they first started out. What they have is a plastic back piece, and it's actually held in because the axle is, I guess, how would you say that? It's flattened out on the end, so it's trapping this piece of plastic. Then the tire has the little silver piece embedded in it, and that wraps around this black piece, and so that's what gives you, it's basically a two-piece wheel with the tire keeping them together. So it's not the best way to do a model, I think, and I know Kyosho changed to just have one piece of plastic and friction fit on the axle. So anyways, yeah, I'm not sure. It's just, you know, the problem is the car isn't lowered. If the car was lowered, then it wouldn't look so bad, but it's still like stock ride height, I think. Maybe it's even taller now because, yeah, I guess theoretically it has to be higher than it was before because the tire diameter is much larger. So it's weird. It's weird. But okay, so I just couldn't have those giant rims on this model. It's just too odd. So these happen to be a second wheel set that came with one of my Inno 64 models, and I think this looks a little more realistic. Although if you look at the photo behind, I mean, that dude's rolling some big wheels and they're really sunken in. Or is that Photoshop? I'm not sure if that's a Photoshop job or not. But yeah, I think these turned out alright. I did have to drill out the interior a little bit so I could actually raise the axles, because see, it actually sits there usually, or there. And I just want to give a tip here for you guys if you're doing these kind of mods. There's this drill here made by Tamiya. Let me back out here. And it's actually a model kit, but it's a drill. And it's nice because it's really slow speed. It's just powered by two AA batteries. And you'll see the speed. That's as fast as it goes. It's so slow you can actually see the drill, right, moving. It doesn't like vanish with high speed. And so what makes this good is you can't just blow through a piece of plastic super fast, because a normal home drill tends to spin a lot faster. So you might want to pick one of these up if you're into making models or messing about with your models. So highly recommend it. This is a little chuck as well, so you press this in, click, and then you can, tighten this and loosen this. And it's really good for really small drill bits. Alright? Okay, so I think for now, this is the way this model is gonna be. I rather wish they were like silver wheels. I don't really like black wheels because all the detail gets lost in the darkness. So, but I guess this is as good as it's gonna get until I get maybe another Inno 64 that has a different wheel set that's a little bit more visible. But until that day comes, I think this Konami is probably the best 1/64 scale 300ZX out there right now, so you might want to look into it. But I'm pretty sure that sooner or later some premium brand will make this model, because this is a relatively iconic sports car. So it would only make sense that maybe Mini GT or Inno or Tarmac or who knows makes one of these things. Maybe TLV. Although I know their wheels will probably be pretty bad if they do it with no brake systems. I'm always ragging on TLV, sorry guys. They're my scapegoat. Okay, I will catch you guys in the next mod. See ya.